Hello, good morning. I'm Deirdre, and today I'm discussing sleep. So a lot of the people that I see and a lot of the cognitive behavioural work that we do around sleep is found to be quite helpful. So I'm sharing with you today two techniques, one cognitive and the other behavioural. So when it comes to sleep, it's knowing that we know what to do, because sleep it can feel unattainable, it can feel like we've been awake the whole night. But if there have been times, and I'm not talking specifically about insomnia, but where we normally have periods where we get into a good routine of sleep, then it's about getting back into that routine. It's about doing the things that we know helps us to get a good night's sleep. So starting with the cognitive side, when we wake during the night or when we're trying to get to sleep, we may have unhelpful thinking habits. So we may think to ourselves, I'm never going to get to sleep. Or we may think, oh my goodness, I've got to be up in 3 hours' time. I have to get to sleep because there's so much to do tomorrow. When we think like that, it sort of keeps us in that cycle. So what we're looking for is one way to ease that, break that cycle, and to help us to get a good night's sleep. So instead of thinking that way, perhaps we can try thinking a different way. And if we thought to ourselves, I don't have to be up for 3 hours, and in the meantime, I'm in my nice warm bed and I can relax, that change of thought is often enough to help us to get to sleep. The other side, so the behavioural side, is what to do to help us to get to sleep. And here we can get into a myriad of different techniques, from chamomile tea to relaxing baths, to all of which are lovely. However, it's finding one or two things that will help, because we don't want to put too much of a focus. And we, as I've said earlier, we do know how to have a good night's sleep. So it's maybe just looking in at sleep hygiene, looking at what it is. If you were teaching a child or encouraging a child to have a good sleep routine, you wouldn't be, playing loud music or encouraging them to watch an action movie or something. You'd be doing relaxing things like reading a story, so reading a book perhaps, or having your own routine that leads you gently into sleep. So it might be things for you like having a bath, or it might be things like reading a book, but one or two things that are going to help you to get to sleep. I do have a sleep guide that I will put in the notes. Thank you for listening to me today. Bye for now, and I'll speak to you tomorrow.